Elon Musk is leading a campaign against Netflix and, dare I say, even against Hollywood, a battle royale. And he does not seem to have quit anywhere in his mind. At the same time, he's breaking records. The first man in all of human history to have more than half $1 trillion in personal net worth. Folks, let's talk about why he might just drive Netflix stock down into the dirt. Welcome back. Come one and all. We're so happy for you to heed the call for understanding entertainment. Keeping you ahead of the culture curve is what we do, and we're here to do it with a zeal that even the holy weirds can feel. Today we're talking about Elon Musk. He does not appreciate what Netflix is up to, and it's not just Netflix, it's Hollywood. Elon versus the world of Tinseltown? Well, it turns out we know what's happening, folks, and we're ready to bring it to you. Click the like button, and here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this out of Reuters. Elon Musk has done the unthinkable. He has become, according to, what they have to say, the very first human being on planet Earth to hit $500 billion in net worth. Just happened. Now, of course, we think that there are some people out there of scurrilous means who have managed to perhaps become worth more, people who run entire nations. But from a private business standpoint, Elon Musk is now the richest man ever. Elon Musk on Wednesday became the first person ever to achieve a net worth of nearly $500 billion, propelled by a rebound in Tesla. I don't know why they don't want to say Tesla. They say the EV company shares. It's Tesla. That's what are you talking about? His net worth stood at $500.1 billion as of the ringing of the bell. All right, so why does this matter? Well, folks, we don't cover the stock market. We don't cover business news.
I do.
But we do cover when it impacts entertainment. And at the same time that Elon Musk struck gold and became the richest private business person in the history of humanity, he's gone after Netflix. And Netflix is suffering. Netflix stock, according to investing.com, closes lower after Elon Musk urges followers to cancel the service. Says Netflix is down 2.3% on Wednesday after billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk called on his followers to cancel their subscriptions to the streaming service. Cancel Netflix for the health of your kids, Musk wrote this on his social media platform X, responding to a post that accused the company of promoting stuff. Yes, I said it, stuff. The Tesla CEO, who has 226 million followers on the platform, also amplified several posts claiming a growing trend of Netflix cancellations. Wow. Musk specifically criticized the animated series Dead End Paranormal Park, which is pushing this kinds of stuff, and the guy who makes it allegedly called Charlie Kirk a very bad thing after the national tragedy. Now, Elon Musk is still going on and on, even into the evening, saying cancel Netflix. And he's doing about this Babysitters Club show now. I mean,
there's so many. He's highlighted them. Libs of TikTok has been helping out, and sorry, I have no empathy, sympathy. I don't have any of those words for Netflix right now because they have been dumping this stuff, bro, into our kids' heads.
Oh. Amen.
Yeah, so if we just click through this a little bit, what is this? According to the description here, it says that the characters on a show for kids shame somebody for getting a gender incorrect and demand a hospital staff refer to and treat someone of a biological status in a different way. Okay, did I say that the best way I can? Folks, take a look at this. Netflix stock is down 3.5% and over the past month, and you can see it's really starting to take a downfall. Now, I don't know if Elon Musk is going to have a big impact on the stock. I can't tell you that for sure. What I can tell you is that Netflix probably doesn't like having the richest man in the history of Earth deciding that he's going to go after them with his own social media platform. This could be Cuties 2.0. Now, I'd like to go to Fake Wizard first. Fake Wizard, your thoughts on Netflix and the position they're in. Do you think Netflix will cave to Elon Musk in the next week or so? I don't expect them to do it, in the next 24 hours, but will they quietly sideline this stuff, or are they going to stand firm and say no?
I have to be very careful with what I say because I'm not on my own channel for this one. So what I think
it is tough.
It's a very difficult situation, but I think Netflix has a choice to make. Elon has a lot of power, and he has a lot of power right now that he may not have had a couple of weeks ago. He's got a lot of pull and a lot more eyes on him than he did even before. And this is Elon Musk we're talking about. And if Netflix has a choice to make, are they going to go one way or another? Are they going to take it down, which is going to enrage people? And we just saw that boycott movements on social media, on streaming networks, does result in change. Boycotting Disney Plus with the whole Jimmy Fallon situation a couple weeks ago. It's the Jimmys. Steve got me. Kimmel. We have seen that could happen. So if Netflix does take the show down, which I wouldn't put it past them not to. I don't know how it's going to go. I wish I had a better idea. And it's not a matter of what could happen. It's more so, is Netflix going to, either way, Netflix is going to get hurt in the end of it.
Guys,
it's a lose-lose for Netflix. If they take it down, they're going to enrage one side. If they leave it up, they're going to enrage another side. Netflix is cooked. I hope Elon keeps the pressure on him, keep the fire to him. And I'm really trying to not let the rage out because it's not my channel.
Well, you all decide who wants to go on this one, but I think that a lot of things happened with the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Yeah. And one of those things that happened is I think that Elon Musk was really, really impacted by it.
Yeah.
I've seen Elon talk about how Charlie Kirk was talking about the light and was killed by the darkness. I've seen Elon Musk retweet Erica Kirk saying, go to church. I think something has happened with Elon. Yeah. And I think that he has seen how Disney responded with Kimmel. And I think Elon is ready to wage a long-term battle against Hollywood. He's saying he's going to start a new Wikipedia that is on Grokpedia.
Yeah.
I think Elon Musk has been affected, and he is ready to affect the world for good. And he's buddied up now with the Orange Man, whatever people think about that. He's ready to roll. Panel, what say you?
It's the celebrating.
Yes.
It was the real quick. It was the celebrating. No, people aren't able to handle that. The fact that there was this mass celebration, whether you like the man or not, whether you like Charlie Kirk or not, there was this massive wave of celebration all across the internet. And I think everybody is like, we've gone too far.
Yeah.
Go,
Culture. Go ahead.
No, go, please.
I would say Fake Wizard is 100% correct. We talked about here a little bit. I like to say when they tell you who they are, you believe them. And the veneer was cracked. We got to see these people for what they are. We're getting to see what these universities are turning our kids into.
Yeah.
We got to see how our media really wants to behave when they think it's not going to go their way. Disney got exposed. Bob Iger was exposed for being utterly incompetent and utterly feckless. Jimmy Kimmel reminded everybody why he is absolutely detestable. And Elon remembered, hey, because of what these people did, I lost a son. Because of what these people did, we lost a really good person whose only crime was he had a different opinion.
Yeah.
And now you're going back and you start remembering, oh, wait, that Cuties debacle was the canary in the coal mine that people ignored because we were trapped inside of our homes and was very convenient to do so. And everybody who said, hey, Netflix is out of control, they were ignored and mocked. And now, now people are paying attention to what's going on, and you're seeing Transformers talking about, we're talking about robots who transform into vehicles.
Dude,
what?
Hang on a second. I got to show you guys this because Kevin brings up something that people might not know. If we go to the Netflix stock, when we talk about Cuties 2.0, the Cuties effect, etc., that was a show that was incredibly inappropriate. That was on Netflix. and they made some really bad decisions about it. If we go back to that time period, there are a lot of folks, myself included, I'm not giving financial advice. There are a lot of folks who believe that this drop that occurred in 2021 and 2022 had a lot to do with cuties and Netflix missing subscribers. And people don't remember at this time, there was a belief that Disney Plus could overtake Netflix and all that. Netflix cleaned up its act for the time being. They went back to doing what they were supposed to do, and their subscriber growth exploded, and Disney now has no chance of ever overtaking them whatsoever. And they apparently want to repeat history. I don't know what's going to happen with the stock, but I just present this to you all and say, if Elon goes after them, look out.
Yeah.
Well, but okay, so he has multi-vehicular profile now. I mean, he really does, because it almost doesn't matter where he's attacking from. Right now, he's using all of those, and he ultimately is going to win in that kind of a confrontation. I just don't know what Netflix is going to do. He's already had profound effect. I think they dropped 3% in the last couple of days, and that's telling me that and here's the problem with social situations like this. More and more people are going to catch up with where we are right now, and they're going to start to follow in line. This is the same thing. Go back to 2019 when Gillette decided to commit Harry Carey. Mm-hmm. Like you're talking, this is a company that lost $18 billion in market share. They wrote off hundreds of millions of dollars, and the CEO doubled down. Gillette never recovered. And then we follow up with Bud Light, and then we follow up with all this other stuff. And cuties did not push people far enough, and it's exactly what Kevin was talking about. We were all locked in well, not all of us, but many people were locked in their homes. And so they had like 8 sources of outlet when they were sitting at home, eating, terrible food from DoorDash. There were businesses that were allowed to be open because, well,
way too much ramen. Too much ramen.
Yeah, and we just ended up in a weird situation. But this guy, who's going to be the world's first trillionaire, publicly, because look, we all know that the country owning people have more money than anybody else. But this guy here, he's going to be the world's first public businessman that's a trillionaire. He's going to be. And it's going to be about 5 years from now if you look at the numbers. Yep. So go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, too, when we look at what he's doing, I just wonder if with the Kimmel situation, Jimmy Kimmel got put back on the air because Hollywood agencies said, we're not going to give you Disney directors or writers or actors or that's done until you put Kimmel back on the air. But that is a minuscule effort compared to if Elon Musk can rally together the 70% of Americans who are mainstream centrist, logical, caring, good, kind people. If he rallies that 70% together and forms a real, solid group that will say no to things like Netflix and no to things like Disney, Elon Musk, he might be more powerful than even his wealth would suggest.
Well, I think he has a lot of power. First of all, he's a genius. He's very well respected for his mind. And if you think about, and this is something that a lot of people don't do, if you think about the way he moved from thing to thing to thing to get to where he could go to Mars, everything that he's done has been a calculation to get to Mars. It just has been. I mean, you need Optimus robots to operate on Mars to build things because humans are not going to be able to operate well in those situations. You need a solar company. You need solar so that you can actually exploit the limited resources of a planet, at least initially, before you're able to mine and do all the other stuff. And the human beings that are there and the resources that are on Mars are underground. So you have the Boring Company. I mean, I could go on and on and on why Tesla is so important. And you need electric vehicles, not to mention SpaceX. This guy knew nothing about rocketry, and he built the most successful space company in just a decade. I mean, you start to look at this man is a master thinker. We only get one or two of these guys a generation, if that. Yeah. And we haven't had visionaries in a while. And then we have fake visionaries like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's a lying piece of garbage. So
how did poor Neil get thrown into this? I mean, I know he's a bad guy, but I mean, next you're going to be bringing up Bill Nye just for the fun of it.
We went
Well,
from
no,
Netflix
he
to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
there too.
Who do I get to throw in there? No,
Obama.
I'm just saying. Well, look, Neil deGrasse Tyson is one thing, but Bill Nye had to buy his own star on the Walk of Fame. I'm just gonna say.
This man,
Don't
this,
leave Arby's alone.
this man is a sidebar machine. Hey, you talk about visionaries. Steve is one of those. Steve,
I
give us your
know.
thoughts on what Elon could do and how long he might go at this.
Elon could do whatever the heck he wants. It's just my issue is Elon has never. He talked about creating a alternative to YouTube through X, and nothing has manifested.
He's working on it. He's
working on it. He could have turned out something by this point. So it's I'm like, come on, buddy. He keeps beaking off about these issues, and then he never follows through.
But Steve,
So-
I need to talk to you about something that I think actually happened during the Kirk thing. And I know I'm taking another path because that's me. I try to find all the sidebars possible.
Skirted in
He's
there.
weaving.
But no. But I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. This man may have found some kind of faith in those moments, and we're gonna start seeing that. I mean, I think we've been seeing it, but I could be wrong. People don't normally react the way he did. And again, I watched every single hour of that particular day. I think a lot of people did, and you could tell that Elon was struck, right? Or am I wrong, Steve? What do you think?
I never watched it. To be honest with you, I actually avoided that whole thing. But when I think about what he's done historically, right? Past performance is usually pretty indicative of where you're going.
Not if you're on stocks. They're going to get mad at you, dude. Come on.
He's got in some ways, Elon's ambition far exceeds his capacity, and he has great capacity. But even he has said, like, I have so many ideas going through my mind that he can't even keep up with himself in that regard. So, and I don't mean it to like fault the guy. The issue is he's one man, right? So what are we really expecting from this one person? If he's having like this huge life change, that's amazing. And I celebrate that, and I honor that, and I look forward to seeing the fruit of it. I just can't, I guess I'm just cautious about this idea of putting too many eggs in this one basket, and us having this false sense of expectation. And I think maybe it's just because I've been burned so many times by doing stuff like that. I mean,
listen, I remember a couple years ago, you were all, hey, Kanye West is going to be the man who leads an entire generation of men back to faith. And then,
I never said
things. You were a Yeezy dude. I know you were. I know you were.
No, it really wasn't. But no, it's all just very interesting to watch and observe. But I think right now people are far too excited to.
Are you drunk, sir? Have you been drinking?
I am wasted, but not in that way. Don't clip that.
Worried about what kind of wasted you can be.
Tired. Anyway, I'm gonna ramble because my brain's starting to fry.
Ron, save us real quick. Steve's a rambling man right now. Wrap it up for us, Ron. What do you think about Elon, and how is Netflix going to respond?
Well, first of all, I have to say this. You've got to look at Elon. Elon has a very dynamic personal history. So the one thing that is different with Elon is I don't know that you can judge his future performance on his past performance, because if you'll remember, it was only a decade ago he was absolutely embraced by not only the left, but the pretty far left. I mean, they threw him in Hollywood movies. He was Iron Man's buddy in Iron Man 2. And then, like, it was almost overnight when he decided to get involved in freedom of speech and purchase X, and they turned on a dime. Remember when it was all of the conservatives or right leaning people that were like very anti-Tesla, and that has switched. It's very, very interesting to see. So with this trajectory, what that means is if he has this much money and this much of a voice and this much power, he can affect some massive change. I hope that change goes in the right direction. Talk about canceling Netflix. I understand why freedom of speech is a very, very important issue, but so is protecting children. And for me personally, I'm all about protecting kids. I don't know about canceling the platform, but when it comes to, I'm more bothered by things that I've seen on Disney Plus, particularly with Baymax. There was a certain Baymax thing that I saw that was incredibly offensive as a parent. The things that I see in the parks, oh my gosh, the things that I've seen in the parks. If he can have this much of an effect on at least maybe making Netflix wake up to the fact that they need to change, I hope that he actually does it with Disney. Some people have wanted him to buy Disney, but I just hope he does something that sheds light on what Disney has been doing so that they have no choice financially but to change and move back towards their model when they were serving families and not skewing away from that.
Kevin, final word.
Yeah, so two things. Well, actually, three. To Steve's point, I will say Wilton Knight taught us that one man can make a difference, and that man was a fantastic driver and has an incredible singing voice. The other thing is, I think the difference now for Elon is that this is very personal for him. Again, from what happened with the with the other stuff that you can't really talk about on YouTube still, to the fact that you can't really talk about it on YouTube still. And a lot of people, not just Elon, I think it's being very understated, and for obvious reasons, a lot of people were very moved by what they saw during those 3 hours. A lot of people have been introduced to a faith that they didn't know they had, or it's been restored in a lot of people, and a lot of this is what facilitated Elon's shift, to where he is. So I think Elon's lack of focus is because he is a very potent thinker, but he's blazing a path. And once that path is set, all someone else has to do is kind of start walking along it. And generally, what you're kind of seeing here is, one, all these shows were spread out all over the place, right? Who even knew that they had a Hasbro 1 channel where this dumb Transformers show was on? A lot of this other garbage is on Disney Junior. So now it's all stored on Netflix, and people are getting pounded with it because it's kind of easy to find. You're scrolling through. It's not just a psychopath like me throwing up on my Instagram going, WTF, what is this? It's there for you to watch for yourself. And once someone points out, the big baboon's big bright red butt, you're never going to not notice it. And that's what's happening on Netflix right now. It is, they have accidentally turned themselves into a lightning rod and reminded everybody why we were mad at them, going into 2020. So I think change is inevitable if people stay consistent and don't get distracted.
Put this baby to bed. This video is over. Turn off the lights, but not quite yet, folks, because we do ask one final thing before we say goodbye, and that is, would you consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Also greatly appreciated, anytime you would like to share this out on your favorite social media platforms, well, we would love that. And we'd also love to hear your thoughts. Folks, drop a comment down below and use that beautiful mind of yours. If you would not mind, we'd love to know what you're thinking. Also, if you would like to become a member of the channel, it's as simple as clicking the join button. It is the price of a soda per month, and you'll gain access to all kinds of new, cool, exclusive information. Folks, until the next time we have the honor of spending time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water! Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.